But I'm gonna tell you like this, when I saw that, I think T.I. fucking lying.
Well, I mean, of course I spoke with my son. You know, me and his uncles. You know, we were perplexed by his necessity to go back and forth with a short order cook. I didn't understand why he felt he needed to stop what he was doing to engage someone who was at such another level of life. Now, I had to explain to him that, you know, when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you is walking in with so much freedom and luxury, and you know, people gonna posture themselves a certain way. So therefore, you're gonna have to enjoy your life. You're gonna have to remove yourself from that energy and go enjoy your life.
T.I. stood in that Atlanta courtroom, veins bulging, voice booming across the room. He pointed straight at Boosie's empty seat and declared war. This wasn't just beef. This was a father claiming another icon had deliberately sabotaged his bloodline. For months, whispers had circulated about a leaked tape that exposed King Harris in a vulnerable light. But when T.I. connected the dots to Boosie Badazz, the hip-hop world froze. Allegations flew, setup, betrayal, family destruction. And in that moment, the judge's gavel couldn't silence the chaos. Because what unfolded wasn't a simple dispute, it was a calculated strike that threatened legacies on both sides.
Tell me, it been 20 years, bro. It been 20 years. I figure if I wasn't built like that, it'll show by now. It been 20 years, bro. I done faced every challenge motherfucker that like to throw at me, man. You ain't seen me fold, you ain't seen me break that.
But here's where the storm started brewing. In early September 2025, a graphic video surfaced online showing King Harris in a compromising situation that no parent wants public. It spread like wildfire across social platforms, racking up millions of views in hours. Fans debated its authenticity. Some called it deepfake tech, others pointed to timestamps matching King's known whereabouts. Court documents later confirmed the footage was real, traced to a private gathering gone wrong. What most didn't know was the immediate fallout. King, already facing his own legal battles, including a potential 5-year sentence for unrelated charges, retreated from the spotlight. His social media went dark for days. Insiders reported family therapy sessions, with T.I. canceling shows to handle the crisis. The tape didn't just embarrass, it invited predators to pile on. And that exposure? It shattered the Harris family's carefully built image. Legacies in hip-hop are fragile, and this crack invited enemies to widen it. Public sympathy mixed with cruel memes, turning personal pain into viral entertainment. But when Boosie entered the chat, it transformed from scandal to sabotage. And then Boosie lit the fuse. Just days after the leak, Boosie Badazz went live on Instagram, dropping commentary that cut deep. He questioned King's street cred, tying it to past incidents like their son's 2022 joint detention for gun charges. Boosie claimed the tape proved weakness, saying, and these are his words from that September 13th, 2025 stream, "That boy out here slipping, and everybody sees it now." His tone dripped with disdain, laughing off any fallout. What few realized was the history fueling this. Boosie and T.I. had patched up a prior feud over snitching allegations in 2023, but resentment lingered. Boosie's son Tootie Raw had his own beefs with King, amplified by social media jabs. This commentary wasn't random. It escalated old wounds into fresh attacks. The impact? King's mental health took a nosedive. Sources close to the family described panic attacks and strained relationships. Boosie's words turned a private mishap into a public execution, dividing fans and sparking hashtags like #ProtectKing.
I gotta say something about this, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have it figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything at 16 and fall in love with her. But his be gone. How you gon' like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his off, bro.
But T.I. wasn't about to let that slide. Now here's the twist that changed everything. By mid-September 2025, T.I. filed a bombshell lawsuit in Fulton County Superior Court, accusing Boosie of defamation and conspiracy. The filing alleged Boosie had orchestrated the leak to undermine the Harris family, citing encrypted messages linking the footage to Boosie's inner circle. T.I. claimed it was psychological warfare aimed at distracting from Boosie's own family legal woes, like his son's federal gun charges. Dig deeper, and patterns emerge. Industry rivals had whispered about Boosie's grudges since their 2023 reconciliation fell apart. T.I.'s suit demanded millions in damages, plus a gag order. He backed it with affidavits from witnesses who saw suspicious activity at the event where the tape originated. This move elevated the beef beyond bars and beats. It put legacies at stake. T.I. positioning himself as the protector, Boosie painted as the instigator. Hip-hop outlets buzzed with debates. Was this justice or revenge? And the implications rippled wide. If proven, it could expose how feuds weaponize personal lives in the digital age. Court day arrived, and it was pure pandemonium, but nobody expected the eruption. On September 25th, 2025, in that packed Atlanta courtroom, T.I. took the stand. His testimony started calm, recounting the tape's impact on King. Then he pivoted. Voice rising, he accused Boosie directly. "This man targeted my son to settle old scores." The room gasped as T.I. detailed alleged setups, his hands shaking with controlled rage. Chaos ensued. Boosie's legal team objected furiously, but the damage was done. Spectators murmured, phones buzzed despite bans, and the judge pounded the gavel for order. T.I. didn't stop. He referenced leaked chats showing Boosie's associates celebrating the video's spread. This wasn't scripted drama. It connected the leak to broader beefs, like Charleston White's claims of getting Boosie's son arrested earlier that month. T.I. framed it as retaliation, turning the hearing into a spectacle that trended worldwide. The stakes skyrocketed. One accusation could unravel careers, forcing both sides to confront their hypocrisies, preaching family while dragging kids into wars.
Because it ruined everything.
Because of that.
It ruined everything.
But the real bombshell came with the evidence, and that's when the proof hit hard. Court records revealed digital forensics tracing the tape's upload to IP addresses tied to Boosie's camp. Encrypted files subpoenaed from cloud services showed discussions about hitting where it hurts. King's testimony followed. Voice cracking, he described the public humiliation leading to therapy and isolation. He alleged Boosie's son, Tootie, was present at the recording, hinting at a setup during a supposed friendly link-up. What connected it all? Timelines matched Boosie's public rants with the leak's timing, suggesting coordination. Rumors swirled of additional unreleased footage, potentially involving more celebrities, kept as leverage. This evidence didn't just support claims, it exposed fractures. Boosie denied everything in a post-hearing statement, calling it fabricated nonsense to deflect from King's own troubles, like his looming sentence. The mental toll on King was undeniable. Lives hung in balance, with the case intertwining with his separate hearing, amplifying pressure. The fallout? It's ripping hip-hop apart. But it gets worse from here. Public backlash exploded. Hashtags like #TI versus Boosie trended for days, with memes mocking both sides. Fans split. Some backed T.I.'s fatherly defense, others saw Boosie's commentary as tough love in a harsh industry. Hip-hop elders weighed in, warning how digital leaks erode the family-first code. Boosie's camp fired back, leaking countersuits alleging T.I. staged drama for clout amid his son's legal woes. Contradictions piled up. Boosie preached loyalty but fueled shaming. T.I. guarded his empire while facing his own past controversies. This connected seemingly unrelated events: the 2022 son's detention, Charleston White's arrests claims, federal probes. One leak revealed how grudges cascade, threatening broader fallout like industry blacklists. And with no resolution yet, the case drags into October 2025. Tension simmers. More revelations could drop any day, reshaping narratives. That courtroom scream from T.I., it wasn't mere anger. It was a desperate shield for a legacy under siege. In the end, this feud exposes hip-hop's underbelly, where loyalty bends to survival and family becomes collateral. The question lingers: who's truly pulling the strings in these setups, and how many more icons will fall before the dust settles? Because in this game, one leak can drown empires. And right now, both sides are treading water.